Welcome to Catch, Cook, and Coffee, where I pretend to know what I'm doing with a fishing rod, somehow manage to cook edible meals, and overcomplicate coffee just for the vibe. Doesn't matter if it's freshwater, saltwater, this is caffeine-fueled chaos. Let's get weird. Welcome back to Extraordinary Fishing and another episode of Catch, Cook, and Coffee. Today we're going to be hitting the Texas coast from the kayak, throwing around a little 1/8-ounce jig with a 4-inch flash J on the back. And now we're going to throw this for anything that'll bite.
I don't know if anything's eating them. They're about to run up on me.
And later we're going to be taking a fresh flounder and we're going to be stuffing it with some dirty rice made locally right here in Beaumont. Basically the same flavorful mix that goes inside boudin. You're not going to want to miss this one. This little jig setup is one of my favorites. The 4-inch flash J has that perfect action. It'll fool the reds, trout, drum, anything that's out here.
We got something. Oh, what was it, a ladyfish? Not what we were after. Oh, that was a good freaking thump. I mean, a good thump. That was definitely a bigger fish. That's reds, that's reds. Oh gosh. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got one. All right. We are hooked up. All right, so the first fish of the day is a 19-inch redfish. Go ahead and let it go. There's definitely some more fish right here. We're gonna try and catch another one. There he is. Oh, we got a flounder. Nice flounder. Sweet. Another species to add to the ash moon. Let's go. All right, we got a nice keeper size flounder, 17 inches. That's another new species to add to the list from the Solo King Ash Moon. Awesome. We're gonna take this one home. Woo. All right, let's go and try and catch some more. So we caught that we've caught everything today using a small 1/8-ounce jig. This is the Rollin' Strollin' jig head, and I have it paired up with a 4-inch flash J. All right, we only have one of these left and it's really beat up. Let's try and catch some more fish. Let's go. We just caught on that Amazon spoon and we caught it on the front hook.
Now to prepare our flounder. First off, we're going to descale it with a spoon, front and back. Then we're going to make a T incision. And again, we're going to do this on the front and the back. And we're going to start like we're going to do a normal fillet, but we're going to leave it attached whenever we make it to the fin. We're going to do this on the front and the back. And then we're going to cut the bones out of that. So that way we can make our fish hot pocket. Be able to stuff it with whatever we like. All right, let's get the oven going and preheated. We're gonna start it at 350. We're gonna get a baking pan and I'm gonna butter the bottom of this. You could make this a little bit healthier alternative by using olive oil or maybe avocado oil. All right, we got our boudin dressing. Then we get our flounder. We're gonna place the flounder right on top of this butter. Now the reason we have the butter down is we don't want the skin to stick. Now we're gonna open it up, butterfly it open, make sure the bottom's closed, and then we're gonna stuff it with whatever we like. But first, we wanna put some butter or oil on this fish. So flounder is a very dry fish. We're gonna be using Judas's Cajun seasoning. It's made in Louisiana, but this is a company out of Port Arthur. You could use any Cajun seasoning you like. All right, now let's get into it. We've got our flounder clean, butterflied open, ready for the stuffing. Instead of boudin links, I'm gonna be using dirty rice dressing. Same Cajun flavors as the boudin, just without the casing. We're gonna bake this at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes, and the flounder will come out flaky, juicy, and packed with that Louisiana flavor. We are going to chop up a lemon to place on top. Alright, let's throw it in the oven. Now we'll come back for this in about 20 to 25 minutes. Now let's start our coffee. So today we're going to be making the Impasto Surge. Now this is made by Arts and Crafts Coffee. This is a local roaster, so be sure to hit them up and tell them that Justin from Extraordinary Fishing sent you. I really like this coffee. So I'm going to pop the top of my kettle so I can preheat the cylinder from my Flair espresso maker. We are going to weigh up 15 grams of coffee. Then place this in my grinder, and we're going to grind this really fine. Now this is a hand grinder, so it takes some effort. It takes some work. It's a workout to grind this coffee. Alright, so after we burn a few calories getting the coffee ground, we're going to fill up our portafilter. Distribute and tamp. Place our filter screen, preheated cylinder on top, fill up the preheated cylinder, press our shot, look at that beautiful shot of espresso. Alright, so we're going to take a cocktail shaker. We're going to use 10 grams dark brown sugar. We're going to use 3 to 5 grams of vanilla flavoring. We're going to add 2 grams of chocolate syrup, drop in 2 ice cubes, and then pour our shot of espresso on top of this. So we're going to shake this until the shaker is cold on the outside. Now there's 2 different methods for this coffee. So the first one, you're going to pour it over ice cold milk. Now the second one, we are going to add the milk to the shaker, and that's the one we're going to do today. And what that does is it makes a really thick foam, gives it a really nice head on the top of the glass. And because that milk is already added to the coffee, it's a very sweet foam. If you do it the opposite way, the foam is very strong in coffee flavor. We're going to do a little decoration into the cup just to make it look fancy. All we're doing is going to use some chocolate syrup and a whisk to give it some fancy chocolate lines. Add in some ice cubes. Pour it all together. Look at how delicious that looks. Then we're gonna take some ground cinnamon. I can't even speak. Then we're gonna take some ground cinnamon and put it on top. Tell me that doesn't look incredible. Dirty rice stuffed flounder straight from the Texas coast.